There's a compliment made in the automotive world when something is particularly smooth and quiet. Wheel your new motorcycle out of the garage to show inquisitive friends. Fire the engine into life to impress them with its polite whirring, smooth running and subtle sound. And it's almost guaranteed that someone will mutter, "Ooh, it runs like a sewing machine." Which is rather fitting when the bike in question is a Triumph, because the founder of the legendary British company started out flogging machines for stitching your clothes together. Siegfried Bettmann was born in Nuremberg, Germany, on the 18th of April 1863, the son of a wealthy timber merchant named Meyer and his wife Sophie. Educated at university, Siegfried arrived in Great Britain in 1883, aged 20. Victorian Britain was flourishing. Manufacturing was booming off the back of the Industrial Revolution. There was an ever-expanding network of steam railways and shipping routes, and London, centre of the empire, was seen by the rest of the world as being the finest of cities. British traders and investors dominated overseas markets, and it was desirable to have "Made in England" stamped on your shiny new products. There was also huge intellectual progress being made, with rapid advances in technology, medicine, and science. Quite a lot to shout about, in other words. The lure for the bright, ambitious young German was obvious. Dropped into the middle of bustling Victorian London, Bettmann splashed out on a few nights at a hotel before finding somewhere more financially attractive to stay on Church Road, Islington. He found work for Kelly & Co. publishers of a trade directory, which contained all the tradespeople, companies, landowners, charities, and other notable characters in a particular British town, a bit like a Victorian paper version of Google. Bettmann used his language skills to create their foreign versions. He also befriended another German, who'd been in London for a few weeks after 7 years in Holland. His new buddy, Moritz Schult, would play a key role in Triumph's story. Within a year, Bettmann had changed course and was working for White Sewing Machine Co., a move that would be pivotal in his future. The market for sewing machines was thriving, with everyone keen to be able to make and then also repair their own things, rather than pay someone else. Bettmann travelled across Europe on behalf of his employers, and soon decided to kickstart his own sideline business. The year was 1885. He set himself up as the British agent for German-made Besolt and Lock sewing machines, but also carried on working for the White Sewing Machine Co. His manager at White even invested in the new venture, which was called S. Bettmann & Co. Something important also happened. Siegfried Bettmann got into the two-wheeled scene, selling British-built bicycles at home and overseas.